Hi everyone! Last night I got into some pretty bizarre discussion when captain of the Helsinki police force tweeted at me. And keep in mind, this is a captain of the Helsinki police force, not of the Oulu police force, which is my hometown. So it's pretty bizarre that he would contact me. And he said, Tiina, I think we have a reason to have a little chat about your video from your trip, don't you think? So I had a pretty good idea which video he was talking about. I made something like 5 or 6 videos from that trip, and on one of those videos we were in Rinkeby, and we met some local drug dealers who started harassing Younes about him filming at the subway station where the last week's riot had happened. And Younes was, shall I say, a bit drunk, and he decided later on that it would be a good idea to fuck with these Somalis. And he went back to them and these guys started explaining to him, bragging like, okay, we run this place and we have everything you want to buy. And Younes just said, okay, sell me a joint then. And of course, no drugs were sold on the video, like it was a complete joke. But later on, these guys, we asked them some questions, like interviewed them, and we asked them, like, how long are the police response times? Is it true that the cops are in control of the situation? And when we were walking away, Younes said something like, these monkeys are complete faggots, that had I done this in France to them, they would have killed me. And apparently this was what was the cop's problem, because even though he didn't respond to me during that night, the next morning very early I got a response from the cop when I asked him, okay, what video are you talking about and what exactly do you have a problem with it? And the cop replied to me, the expressions used about people on your video are not appropriate, and it's not anybody's interest to share this kind of material. And he kept tagging the police force of my hometown in his tweet. So he was clearly out to intimidate me. Like he wanted to create an appearance that I'm soon to be interrogated for some suspected crime. And of course I knew that was completely false, because first of all, we weren't even in Finland, we were in Sweden. And even if you use the broadest possible interpretations of the Finnish hate speech laws, there would still be no case against me or Younes about the video, because we weren't insulting an ethnic group. Younes was talking about specific people, and even the crime of defamation of character is a crime only the victim can file charges about. So they would have to find the Somalis and ask them to file charges against Younes for calling them monkeys and faggots. So this was the reason this cop approached me on Twitter. Because some people asked me, okay, is this normal that Finnish cops approach you on Twitter? And of course it's not. But because this cop knew that he has nothing against me, like there's no way he can get charges against me, he had to find some way to pick on me. And he most likely assumed that it would be intimidating or embarrassing for me if he started publicly tweeting at me and making it appear as if I'm some sort of a criminal for making a Facebook Live. And then, because I don't have this means of intimidation or other strong weapons at my hands, I used whatever weapons we have here over at the far right, which is mocking. And I tagged some people such as Lana Loktev and Ramsey Paul in my tweets when I explained to people what had happened. And Ramsey Paul started mocking this cop a little. He just said, okay, this cop harasses young girls on Twitter, and that he said something that telling the truth in times of universal deceit is a revolutionary act. And he clearly got it that I was like basically a victim of a witch hunt in there. And then I heard that this cop Jussi Huhtela had blocked Ramsey Paul for that. Like that's how he responds to everything. He has blocked Younes too, so I wasn't surprised at all. And imagine a cop comes there to intimidate me, comes to pick a fight, And then when people start mocking him for it, he starts blocking them. Like, that's so pathetic. These people make complete fools of themselves. They have no judgment. Like, this guy, he should have understood it, that it won't make him look good. Like, he's handing an easy victory for me for doing something that stupid. Like, that he's not going to be able to intimidate me with a tweet. Like, give me a break. And then I tried to egg this cup on to keep on discussing me, and I told him, can we continue this discussion in English so that I won't have to translate this for my mostly English-speaking followers? And of course he refused to do so and kept replying me in Finnish. And he started saying that, okay, this is not appropriate language. And I asked, okay, are you a charm school teacher or are you a cop? Like, you should be worrying about the law, not about etiquette and what's appropriate. And then I simply stated that if you want to, then launch an investigation on me. Otherwise, put up and shut up. That it's free speech, bitch. So, that's it. And obviously this cop was pretty annoyed that these intimidation tactics didn't work against me. And then one multiculturalist bitch got involved in this discussion and claimed that I was somehow unfairly attacking the Helsinki police force and mocking them, and that they are doing a superb job. And I know this argument that cops aren't really multiculturalists, they just have to do their job. And they get these orders from higher above. And in a lot of cases I believe that. But when it comes to Helsinki police force, I just cannot believe that, because they go way beyond the call of duty in promoting multiculturalism and in bullying nationalists. Like, I cannot believe this Huhtela got some sort of an order to go after me on Twitter. He did it out of his own choice. He wanted to do that. That's the sort of person he is. And for example, in Helsinki, where there are these demonstrations by illegal immigrants and the Finland First group, the cops have continuously harassed the Finland First group. They have made completely unnecessary arrests. They have had 2 different rules for the 2 different demonstrations. And it's obvious bullying. And one cop even went to the Finland First demonstration dead drunk and started picking fight with these Finland First guys who were there completely peacefully demonstrating. And in the end, he started behaving in such a threatening manner that the Finland First guys had to call 911, and another police patrol came to pick up this drunken officer who was picking a fight against them. And the drunken officer was the same guy who you can see on my other live stream about the illegals demonstrating in Helsinki. He is the cop who mistakenly brought the lost Congolese guy to the nationalist camp when he was supposed to get him to the left-wing camp with the illegals. And then the nationalists started mocking him for it. And apparently he held a grudge, so he went to pick a fight while he was on leave and drunk. And that's how these people are. This Jussi Huhtela, he also holds a grudge against me, and that's why he chose to pick on me of all nationalists, because I have called him out on his bullshit so many times. Like, for example, he claimed on Twitter that he had been sent on Twitter this video that was supposed to show some riots in Sweden, but that it actually showed some riots in Bahrain, that it's fake news. Then I started checking what videos had been sent to Huhtela. What videos had he been tagged in? And there was only one video about riots in Sweden, and it was from me. It was the video you have seen on this channel too, about the Rinkeby riots. And of course I had a friend on the ground filming the situation. So, no, it wasn't in Bahrain. My friend wasn't in Bahrain. He was in Rinkeby. And, of course, the story was covered in many articles on many mainstream media outlets too, so there's no question about it, whether it was true. So I started asking this cop, okay, are you saying my video was shot in Bahrain? Or is there some other video, and could you link me that other video and that other tweet, because I have for some reason missed it. And he realized he had been caught in a lie, and he just stopped responding to me at all. And apparently, like, that's the reason he gets into this kind of business. And he has no judgment. Like, he thought this might be a good idea, that he would look like a big guy and that I would get intimidated. Like, fuck him. Why am I supposed to take this guy seriously? Like, if they want to investigate me, they know where I live. They have my address. They have my phone number. They can come to my home and drag me to the station. But if some cop tries to give me some bullshit preaching via Twitter, I'm not going to take him seriously. Like, fuck off. This guy managed to make such a fool out of himself that I'm really glad that he did this. Like, I'm so glad that he revealed it to everyone what sort of an asshole he is. Well, this is all for tonight, and I will be editing that Rinkeby material. I have it on several different tapes because the online connections were so bad in there. So I will make a compilation of about that with commentary soon. Like, that's the next project I will be doing. But anyway, this is all for tonight, and thanks and bye.